radar. Yo, calling in from the west side. I got my guy Rayven Justice here with me. What
What's
up, bro?
happening? What's popping with my brother, man?
Hey man, ain't
What's
shit. New
going
album.
on?
What's popping with you, man? Back to sliding out today. How are
Man,
you
back to
feeling?
sliding. You feel me? I'm juiced, man. I'm just excited. You know what I'm talking about? Grinding like a motherfucker, man. Hope we can cuss over here. My bad if we
No,
can't.
you
You
could
feel
curse.
me?
Go
But
ahead. It's all good. We chilling.
like I said, then grinding like a motherfucker. It's 2021. I know we still on lightweight lockdown, but I'm hearing that we finna be off soon. So you know,
Hopefully.
I'm just ready for all of that.
Yo, congratulations on the new album. I know you dropped an album back in September, but like this
Yeah,
project feels like, I don't know, man. I feel like the energy's different now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was listening to your last
most
project
definitely.
earlier today, and I feel like this energy that you came with on this project is just like completely different from anything you put out before.
I agree with you, bro. Like with this one, I just wanted to really dig in my bag. You know what I mean, and go deeper and really just give a different kind of me. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that everybody just sees that and reciprocates that, man, because that's the energy I put forth in the studio, bro, when I was creating it. You
We
know
got
what I
to talk
mean?
about some of these samples, man, because you ain't got no ordinary samples on here. These some legendary samples.
Man, you know, I had to take it back, bro. You know what I mean? I had to show, you know, because I'm still considered young in my head. You feel me? But it's a lot of youth out there now that you know that just missed the era. I feel, and I just wanted to take a back, a dive back in that bag. You feel me? Shout out to my parents too, because just listening to their music when I come and visit them in their house, and you know, that's really how the Shaka Khan joint that I did got created. I went to my mom's house. He was up in there washing dishes. The original, you know, shout out Shaka Khan, the legend, man. It came on and I started dancing myself. I called myself dancing. And I was like, damn, I got to flip this and bring this back. You know what I mean? I thought immediately that. You feel me? And then I sent it over to my producer. Shout out Link Up. He did his thing on that. Oakland, California producer. And did my thuggy on it, man. You feel me?
Yo, yeah, I was about to say, and having Sada on it, even with the video, y'all looked like exactly what I feel like the sample and the beat was intended for, and it was just to have fun with it.
Have fun with it. That's all we was really I was going for. You feel me? And then brother, he just came and complimented it, you know, on his Detroit swag. And but man, shout out Sada Baby. Like I said, man, like I said, he came actually to Oakland, California from Detroit, blessed me with the verse and attacked it, man,
Yo,
his own
that's
way. And then we had fun with that thing.
yo, y'all really have fun with the video, and like I said, that the Shaka Khan sample just made it such a perfect summer record. Was getting that sample cleared hard? Was that like a hard sample to get cleared?
I'm gonna just tell you, I was just keep it funky with you. You feel me? We just whipped that thing up and we threw it out, man. I'm not even going for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you
And,
said
and
you said
Shaka
better to
Khan and her team come. We just gonna have to holler about it. You know, I'm not tripping. You know, it's
better
all
to
respect to the legend. So
better to
we
ask
you
for
know, whatever
forgiveness
she
and
want to
permission.
do, exactly. You feel me? Because
I love that.
really, it's. I'm just paying homage to the legend. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if it get cracking again, shit, it was a hit before. It's gonna be a hit again. And however they want to play, we can do it. However, you know, it's all up on my end.
Now with Ride with Young and Ace, obviously you sampled Nelly on that joint. With that
Yeah,
one, was that another one you just kind of threw out into the world and you were like, you know, if Nelly says some shit,
most
I'll deal with
deaf.
it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he a human being. You feel me? So, you know, if the record reaches to his atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, which I feel like it will, uh, tell him to come holler at your boy too. We can sit down and work it out. You feel me? I'm not tripping. I just want my thing is I'm paying homage to the records that when I was a young kid, you know what I'm saying. I'm just bringing them back. Whatever I'm hearing back as far as what I remember, that's what I like. And if I start feeling a vibe to it, I just recreate the record. You know what I'm saying, and make it mine and put it right back into the atmosphere. It's really like I said, just paying homage to who did it before me. You
And I
know what
think
I
Young
mean?
and Ace was a great like compliment to your sound on that record. Why Young and
Shout
Ace
out
for that
Ace.
joint?
Um, really, I just respect him and his story. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from my trenches. He from his own trenches. You know what I'm saying? He got a story. I got a story. And I just wanted to put that together and build this bridge that I feel like is not built. You know what I mean? Between the Bay Area and Florida. So shout out to him and his, you know, and his whole team in Florida, and you know we put that together so we can create something that everybody can remember. You feel me? So shout out, bro.
That's fucking dope. I also, you got Jim Jones and Too Short on a record together on this joint, which is so
Man,
crazy, so crazy. Two legends, two coasts. one amazing record with Gutter Baby, bro. How did the first? Well, you could break it down all yourself, but like I just want to know how you got the two coasts to unite on this one record.
Well, honestly, bro, I really don't even know how I pulled it off. To totally be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? It happened from different sources of life. I feel you feel me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, shout out DJ Charisma. She got a relationship with Jim Jones. After I cut the record, you know what I'm saying? I just sent it to her. I asked her about Jim, and she was like, I'm gonna send it over to him and see if he, rocks with her or whatever. And I was like, all right, for sure. I really wasn't even thinking it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I had went over to Too Short Studio, shout out Uncle Short, and I had played him the record. And as I was playing him the record, she emails me the session with Jim Jones'
Wow.
verse on it. You get what I'm saying? And we popped it up. Me and Too Short, we was in the studio. We popped it up and we pressed play. And then when we heard Magic, you feel me? Like shout out to Jim, man, for just blessing it for me. And shout out to Charisma for setting it up. You know what I'm saying? She set up a super layup for me. So shout out Charisma, shout out Jim Jones. And man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait till we shoot the video for that one for real, because that to me is a classic Jim. You get what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
said, it just happened out of nowhere in my head. You feel me? So thank God, thank the universe for lining that up for me. You feel me?
That's such a legendary record, and kind of going off the Too Short bit. I've asked this question about 3 times already, right? You're the third person I've asked this question to, and I just think
Uh,
I think since Too Short and E40 put out their project, every single person, like up and coming artists, new artists, young artists, has been coming on this show. Shout out Guap Dad
that's crazy.
4000, shout out Simba, shout
Shout
out
out Guap.
yourself. Obviously you
Appreciate it,
joined
bro.
Guap on Oaklandish on the joint project. For being
Man,
on that
super
project,
banger.
it's so dope. Being on that project with them, what was that moment like for you, and how did it happen for yourself?
Um, working with Too Short for one, he's just, what I'm saying, a legend. My dad is from Atlanta, Georgia, right? I
Mm,
was born in Oakland, California. Uh, all my dad told me when I was coming up was about Too Short, E40, Tupac. Tupac, E40, Too Short. It was just them three names ringing all the time in my young, come up. So,
right.
to work with Too Short in general is like something that's deeper than music for me. It's just something that now my dad can say that he's proud of me of, I accomplished something that my dad even, admired. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just that alone for me is just dope. You feel me? And I had no idea we was gonna shoot the video, so that was like the icing on the cake for me. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's really my whole thing about it. You feel me? It's deep. It's deeper than music to work with Too Short. You feel me? And shout out Rob Dad. I've been to Rob Dad. When I was young, we was running around Oakland. He went to Tech High School. I went to Oakland High School. So we was on the bus shaking hands and saluting each other as we went by. So it's crazy to see him his doing his thing and I'm doing my thing and
Mhm.
and we lining back up doing it in the music. It's crazy. You feel me? The
How's it
whole
feel?
thing was crazy, man.
How's it feel to have? You mentioned your pops. So how's it
Yeah.
feel to have this cosign from someone that your pops kind of like literally told you to idolize?
It's I don't I can't even really explain it with words. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm,
like when I was a kid, I feel like any kid probably would, that has went through this with their parents. When you was in elementary and you did something, you got an A on your test. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And you run back home and you like, Dad, Mom, I got an A on it. You know what I'm saying? And you just wanted that pat on the back from your parent. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm,
That's what that is for me. In a sense of words. You feel me? Like that's the emotion that I feel is like running home and showing my dad that I just got a good grade on my report card type of way. You get what I'm saying? And
right.
it gives me I don't know, it makes me feel a way. You feel me? I can't even explain it. It made me feel good about the accomplishment though. In another way, it's like my dad, because most times your dad or your parents is not in your dream and saluting it in that from that
Mm,
standpoint, right? My
100%.
dad was always in music. You get what I'm saying? Like if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't probably even be doing music. Since I was a little kid, I saw him in the studio with his artists. We used to sit. I didn't know nothing about it, but I remember sitting in there for hours waiting to leave. And he used to have him come over to the house. I saw him make beats on the table, just beating on the table, rapping, doing ciphers and stuff like that. So I
Mm,
always been around music. So to know that and to bring that back home, I already knew like I want my dad approval on this. You know what I'm saying? And again, I remember hearing him always speak about this person. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I get to work with this person my dad always spoke about since I was, you know what I'm saying, 3 or however age, you know what I'm saying, and I'm accomplishing this goal is just it's an accomplishment without words for me. It's just dope. You feel me? It's just
Yo,
dope, bro. You know what I mean?
man, I love seeing that. I love seeing like I love how this came full circle for you. And something else that I really think is dope is like you have this motto where it's like never let anyone tell you you can't, right? And what
Yeah.
I love about this and bring this back to the original thing about the album is that you putting out these records that are paying homage, that are sampling sampling your favorite records from when you were a kid, and you're like, yeah, nobody's gonna tell me I can't put this out. Why, like, over the course of your career, why has this kind of become your motto? Like, what else has happened that kind of, or what else has happened in your career that's caused this to kind of become, like you're saying your thing, your motto?
I really it comes from a lot of different places. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations where even like, deals, you know what I'm saying, that went left and bad to where it held me back in areas that it was in contract. You get what I'm saying? And they got things in there saying that you can't put out records and stuff like that. And even from that standpoint, I was still putting out records. I was still, collaborating with whoever. Even if I couldn't put nothing out myself as Rayven just a song, I would still go around that to collaborate with cats like Mozzie and other Too Shorts and stay current. You know what I mean? And keep pushing forward. I remember seeing like the old stories with the MC Hammer stories coming up and the issues that they got themselves into, the groups that was in contract, Temptations and stuff like that. It taught me how to just stay. What's the word I'm looking for? Stay resilient. You know what I'm saying? Towards anything that comes. You know what I mean? So in my head, I saw so many fail because of these things coming. You know what I'm saying? As far as like these people that want to rob them for their mechanicals and royalties and all that, they let that
Right.
sit on them to where they quit music. You get what I'm saying? I'm seeing legends just give up music and go away and be, in the past, because of those situations, I'm learning to stay resilient no matter what. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna quit. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like the energy just resides in everything I do now. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what it is. You feel me?
Do you feel underrated sometimes, or do you feel like you're at that cusp of like you know not being considered, I guess, a new or upcoming artist, and like you're like, I'm here.
It's difficult to say because you know it, in my career was a lot of politics in my way, and I've had a lot of major opportunities on the table. I've been sat down by major labels
Hmm.
time and time again. You feel me? Like too many I can count. QC being one of the big ones that I can remember.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, you know what I mean. Shout out the whole QC team. Like I remember when Migos first came out, and I had my first big single in the Bay. It was called Slide Through. I went to Atlanta. They was in Oakland when I was in Atlanta, and I was rolling around with Coach K. You know what I'm saying? And he was showing me Atlanta and stuff. They was just building their studio. They came back from Atlanta and came to the studio where I was at,
Mm.
and they heard the record and it was like, "Yo, we just heard this in Oakland on the radio." You feel me? And I'm like, "For real?" They're like, "Yeah, this is you." I'm like, "Yeah." And immediately it was just all love. You get what I'm saying? I just had bad management at the time, and the opportunity just didn't happen.
Right.
And that's probably one of my biggest regrets in my career, not being able to do that deal when I knew I wanted to. I just had to, bad management and politics. I really don't want to get into it, but it was a lot of politics that was really in the way of my success. You get what I mean?
That was
And
just kind of like
so I
stopping
could
you from
say,
being great.
yeah, every corner, it wasn't a person that I ran into that didn't do me bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm just not an internet person, so I never got on the internet to say anything about none of these things. I just wanted to work through it. And that's
Right.
my biggest thing. Is like I can't say that I'm underrated when I know like all these different opportunities were on the table for me. And if they would have went
Oh.
through, I could have been already who I know I am now. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, but to the world. You
You
get
could
what
have
I
like come
mean?
with this energy on this project like years
A
ago.
long
Like,
time ago.
right.
Yeah, you get what I mean? People would already been knew about me. So in
Right.
my head, I go around and I'm still considered a new artist to most, which is
Hmm.
not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be considered an old one. You feel me? So I look at that
Nah,
as
facts.
a positive, right? So it's just many ways to think about it, bro. But like I said, I just stay resilient, and I'm gonna keep that same energy. And I feel like, I believe in God. I feel like, if when my time comes to be, the next big artist out there, it'll happen. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just keep my focus strong on it, But again, I just been through a whole lot of different things and obstacles. Like I've had all type of major things on the table for me, bro. Like no lie, it just always been a person in my way.
Do you
A
feel like
person, and it's been
there's
different
nobody in your
people.
way right now, right? Or do you feel like your path is clear, or do you feel like there's still something in your way?
I feel like my path is clear now. It's just that it's just back to the grind, and I have now, it's like, and I always refer to like music with sports, basketball, and
Mm.
I'm that artist that was the best on the team that got maybe injured. You get what I'm saying? And I'm coming back from my injury, or we could think of it, I'm just on the bench. You know what I'm saying? I've been sat on the bench for a whole season or two. You get what I'm saying? And
Totally.
now I'm coming back, and now everybody is looking at me like, do I still got it? You get what I'm saying? Do I still got that three that I was putting up when I was playing in the sport? You get what I'm saying? That's where I
Yeah.
feel like I'm at. I feel like I'm right there. I'm back on the floor. The coach giving me a chance to come prove myself.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And now I have to put up them buckets to show the crowd again that I can score. And nothing changed.
Bro, I want Doggin to go so viral for you, just so you could have like, just so you could be on all those like Spotify and Apple Music summer playlists. Like, I want that.
Man, bro.
I want that for you. I see it. I could see it. Look, man, we're gonna put this manifest this right now. You're gonna have one of the
Come
biggest
on.
songs of the summer. You feel me? Like we gotta manifest that
That's what
shit.
I want, man. I'm praying on that. You feel me? Like literally. You
Cause
feel
right
me?
there for you, I'm sure it's like 70 degrees, right? But I got at least a foot and a half of snow outside my crib, right?
Hey,
So I can't fully enjoy the
I know
song the way
all
it's
about
supposed to
y'all
be.
snow out there too, man. I know all about the snow. I remember one time I was out in New York, matter of fact, New Jersey, and I'm literally a California kid. So I come
Mhm.
outside, and the car that we rented was covered in snow. I had no gloves. You get what I'm saying? So I get my bare hand and I try to wipe the snow off the windshield, and
Shit,
my
you play.
whole hand is froze. You get what I'm saying? Like I've never been through that before, ever in my life. So that's really one of the main memories about snow for me in New Jersey.
That's that's hilarious because I know you like as soon as you went the white midway through you already like realized you was like yo I fucked up,
Bro,
but like you was already too
I
far into it.
did. Oh my God. I know you understand what I went through.
Of
It was
course,
not pleasant for me.
if you
It
don't
was
got
not
gloves,
pleasant
you
for you,
gotta
boy.
just like you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Like I mean I'm used to it because I live here,
I
but
was
like
being a beast on it. I thought it wasn't going to be nothing. I've seen many movies with snow in it. So I'm thinking like, it's just snow. You know what I'm saying? What could be the whatever. Boom. Snow is not soft. Like fluffy, like I thought in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like all the Christmas movies that we saw when we was coming up, and how they would make it us look cute, and you could make a little ball and throw it, and it looks like it's just nothing. Bro, snow is ice compiled together and is wet and nasty. You feel what I'm saying?
oh,
Like
you
it's
ain't
that's
really live
what.
until you playing as a kid and someone throws an ice ball at you, not knowing that it's like not knowing that there's like ice at the core. You just pick it up and you're like, I could throw this at somebody, and then you throw it and you don't realize that it's actually super duper hard underneath that little soft layer.
Yes.
Next thing you know, you on the floor like a kid just like laying there like what did I just get thrown at me? It happens to everybody. No cap, no cap.
Bro, I can't even imagine having to go through that. You get what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. That's crazy. That's like a block of ice, literally.
Literally, but I'm hoping that once it gets sunny out and once it gets warm out, we can fully on this coast appreciate the record. And I think the one good thing about the internet now is that there's no
Hey, when
timeline.
it's hot out there though, it's super popping and beautiful. I'll tell you that. Y'all got the
Oh
dopest
yeah.
like rooftop parties. You get what I'm
New
saying?
York has
Like,
the best summers. Nobody
stop
got a better summer than
playing.
New York.
Hey, I'm from Cali and I'm gonna give y'all that because I've been there and it's popping. The Dominican women are beautiful. They outside walking around with the shorts on. I can hear the traffic. It's real popping. It looks like it's always something to do.
You
You
know what
can
I'm
just walk
saying?
outside and run into something to do. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. You know once you start hearing like the reggaeton beat in the cars, like the boom, boom,
Oh
boom, boom.
man.
That's how you know it's getting warm out. That's like the signal that summer's on. That summer's here. You feel me?
And I be seeing the dirt bikes and the bikes all out. Wheelies
Yes,
is all
sir.
out.
Yo, you
It
know
should
how we
be
do it over
popping.
here.
Come on, man. I seen it. Trust me, I seen it.
I think,
You
but
know,
I
I got
think,
a record with
go ahead.
Uncle Murder. I got a record with Uncle Murder and Ching's Drugs, RP's Ching's Drugs. We actually did the video out there and everything. So if you ain't seen it, brother, go check that out
I
too. You
gotta go
feel me?
check
That's just
that
one of the
out, bro. Yo,
classics.
recipes Chinks, man. Chinks was
Rest in peace, Chinks, man.
Yo, Chinks was special, man. Chinks was special. But I love
I'm
how you got
telling
like
you.
this love for like all these different cities. Like sometimes, like, obviously aside from like, you yourself, Guap Dad, like, you might not see a lot of West Coast artists really connect with like New York artists or Atlanta artists or Florida artists the way that you do. I even saw you got a record with
Yeah.
Big Javi. Shout out Big Javi. Had him on the
Yeah,
show
shout
a
out
while
my boy
back.
Big Javi.
Big Javi is so dope. Definitely
I gotta get some more work in with him too. For
definitely an
sure.
Atlanta artist people got to be tapped in with. But I think it's so cool how you're able to tap into all these different cities. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't always see a lot of people from your side of the country really get to do all that much. Aside from
Well,
you,
like I
Guap Dad,
said,
etc.
it's really like I blame that again on my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad from Atlanta. So when I was a kid, I lived out there for like a few years with him. So I really consider Atlanta a second home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's that my dad connection. My his whole side. That's where my dad really from for real. Like
Oh wow.
his mom, his brothers and sisters and stuff. So all my uncles, my sisters, he got daughters, you know what I'm saying, on his
Mm-hmm.
side too, which is my sister. So my nephews, they're all out in Atlanta. You get what I mean? So
Right.
literally my other side of my family is in Atlanta. So I go out there all the time and you know what I'm saying, I have like roots there. So, I consider myself, one of theirs. You know what I mean? That's why I was considering doing a QC deal. I was hyped as fuck that they was even interested. You get what I'm saying? I would have been the first California artist on the label. You get what I mean?
Oh, that would have been
Like,
hard. That would have been different.
come on, man. And it's these thoughts that I'm just upset about. That's what I was trying to tell you. Like, I done been through these things and I just can think of my opportunities a different way. You feel
Mm.
me? I'm like, damn, bro. Like, you know, if it was just different, it would have been different, man. I'm telling you, like, things would have been completely different if the situation was different with that. You feel me? Because that was something I was like excited about. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And the people behind me wasn't, I guess. You feel me? And having to explain that even to the Migos and to Coach K, how it is, it is what it is.
Yeah. But you know what? You in a
So
place now, the album's out. You got all this buzz around you. You on BT Jams, which is amazing.
most definitely.
I feel like that's the next best thing to being on like MTV since MTV doesn't play music videos anymore. So shout out to BET Jams because I saw your joint was being played
I don't know
like
why they don't. I don't know why they stopped doing it. This was it's just was weird. That's what we grew up of.
like come on, everybody
Like
already
y'all don't
definitely woke
score
up at
hits.
like 7 a.m. and watch like some old like Young Money, Lil Wayne videos because they
Yeah,
had the
like
girls in the videos. That was the only time you could watch them without nobody bothering you. It was like you could sneak on the
literally.
TV.
The funnest times of life. I feel. You know what I'm saying? Us being able to flip through those channels real quick and to seeing all the hottest new artists out and who's popping and you
Facts.
know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
they discontinued a lot of dope shows. You feel me?
Yeah, 100%. But I love that you're on BET Jams. Like I saw, I don't know how
Yeah.
many times
Shout
they
out
was playing
BT
you, but they was
Jams.
playing you a bunch of times. So I hope that like from that, people really get some love for these singles and we
Come
get that
on,
joint out
man.
of here.
Yeah, like I said, it's the takeover. It's the Raven Justice takeover this year. You feel me? We going heavy body all year. You feel me? Right after the album, I'm coming with a mixtape. It's crazy. You feel me? I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep the ball rolling. You
So with
feel
the
me?
tape, I was
No
about to
matter
ask you
what.
what you got coming up next with the tape. What can people expect from it? Is it kind of like a 1.5 to this album? Like what are you doing with the tape?
Well, the tape is something I've been working on. It's like an idea I had. It's called R and Bay. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the
Okay.
Bay Area, so you know what I'm saying. I sing and I'm putting the R with the Bay on there.
Hmm.
And what I'm doing is I'm getting all the artists in my city, whether they're a rapper or a singer, that I grew up off of, or that I feel like that has a talent but just not enough um, exposure. I'm just putting them on records. You know what I'm saying? Whether I
Hmm.
just do the hook on the song or if I got a hook and verse, you know what I'm saying? I'm just reaching out to those artists that I feel like implementing my career, or I just feel like that's talented, that's from the Bay, that just needs to be heard. You get what I'm saying?
Love that.
So yeah, man, and I'm gonna do volumes of it. This is gonna be volume one, and I'm gonna just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Every so often.
Yo, that's hard. Yo, I'm looking forward to everything that you got coming up. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to chop it up with me. Congratulations.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you having me. Real shit. Real
Back to
shit.
Sliding ain't just an album. You actually back to sliding now. So
Back to sliding.
I hope
You
people
feel me?
really take the time to ingest this tape and like appreciate all the dope joints on there.
Please do. Please do. Just listen to it. Go in your car or Go to the studio if y'all working and turn me up real loud. You get what I mean? And I guarantee you're gonna find you some of them favorite ones up in that thing. It's
And I'm
12 bangers
telling
on there.
y'all, Doggin has to be on your summer playlist. I'm telling the people right now, yo, bro, I'm gonna clip this right here. If it's summertime and you go #1 with this record, you #1
Come
on
on,
TikTok
man.
with this record, I'm gonna clip this shit right here because I definitely see the potential with it.
Man, we gotta say it into the atmosphere so it really happen. You get what I'm talking about? That's our goals, man.
That's a
We gotta go
fact.
viral.
That's a fact. Yo, before I let you go, let the people know where they could follow you at. What else you got coming up? Any other message to your fans? Go ahead. Now is the time to plug it in.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Rayven Justice. Follow me on all social platforms. Rayven Justice. Um, Man, y'all got back to slide now. You feel me? A mixtape on the way, R&B. And me and Too Short, we got our project coming soon. We got our whole EP on the way, so get ready for that. It's on the tuck. I'm telling you, it's already done. Records was already mixed and mastered. I'm just waiting on the OG to let me know when we gonna drop. Hey man, check me out, man. We got the new video out right now with Sada Baby and me called Doggin, and we got Young and Ace with me called Ride, man. Check me out, man.
Yo, there you have it, y'all. Rayven Justice on the radar. Make sure you go get that back to sliding out now.
Woo!
Bow.